Where is the cheapest place to live in Phuket, Thailand? Well, if you watch all this video, we're going to show you. We're also going to go through these topics today. The cheapest area to live, this is renting, could be the same for buying, how to find, where to find these places, and pitfalls and tips. Right, Maybelle?
Yeah. So we've been living in Phuket for 3 years now, and we kind of know that where is the most expensive and where is the cheapest that we can stay.
Yes, and we're currently in one of the pitfalls right now. So we know a little bit about it, yeah? So we're going to give you all the advice. Watch it to the end. Give us a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into the video, shall we? So let's get one thing out of the way, because 3.5 years we've been living here actually, and 3.5 years doing YouTube, and we can kind of see a little bit into the future. And I can read the comments already. People are going to be saying, Phuket's expensive, it's the most expensive place. Yeah, it is. We know that. It is. Maybe look behind us. It is one of the most expensive, or the most expensive area to live in Phuket. But that's where we've chose to live. That's where we've chose to have a business. Or should we go and live in rural Thailand, maybe?
No, I lived there all my life and I prefer beautiful Phuket Island. I love it here.
Okay, we're now at Karon Beach and we're heading to Phuket town through some of the areas that we're going to talk about in this video. And yeah, look, it's the true, you know, Phuket is, compared to the rest of Thailand, very expensive, and it's getting more expensive at the minute. And Maybelle's from Isan. The price comparison is like, what's it like?
Like really different.
So cheap there, it's
cheap,
so
yeah.
cheap compared to here, you know. If that's the lifestyle you want, then yeah, maybe one day we'll retire in rural Thailand. What do you think, Maybelle?
Yeah, when I'm 65.
For now, we like it here, right?
Yeah, when we have enough Phuket, we can.
Yeah,
go
well, we've
and
had
live in
enough. We'll bugger off and buy a house. Right, let's go, Phuket town. Okay, the route we take is down Karon Beach, past Kata Beach, up Patak Road, past Maybelle's Coffee Garden, through Shallong, through Wichit. We're going to talk more about these areas in a bit, straight into Phuket town. Okay, it's time for the first part, how to find, or where you will find these properties. And we're going to do this with a slice of cake, Maybelle, aren't we?
I'm having cake, ice cream, and sweet drinks.
It's going to give us a sugar rush and get going. So, we're currently in Phuket town, and how we look for properties is first port of call, we use Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah.
So get onto Facebook, put your location obviously as Phuket. You'll find lots of properties, and it seems to be more current things like what's available now. Also there's a pitfall here as well, but I'm going to tell you that later in the video. You'll have to keep watching. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, you can find long-term accommodation on there and short-term. Second one for maybe monthly stays, Airbnb. Airbnb is good, eh? Which we actually have an Airbnb as well. Links in the description. Yeah, Airbnb. Say if you're coming for a few months or you're not sure where you want to live, I would always recommend you do a month here and there all around the island from Airbnb.
See how you feel.
Yeah, see where you like, see where you want to be, get a feel for the place. We've lived in Phuket town, Karon, Kata. That's about it so far, eh? Thirdly, there are some websites here, but I have to say, not very good. I can't find a good website. If anyone knows a good website for property, put it in the comment section. You got dot property, which I've tried to book a viewing a couple of times and ended up nothing. Fazwaz is another one, but I think prices are on the high side. And yeah, if you know of any websites, let us know. And then another one, which we like to do and are doing today, feet on the ground. Get out in the car, drive around, have a look. Thai style, they put a picture on the, you know, put a phone number and, you know, call up, whatever. That simple, easy way. We've found properties doing that before, haven't we? Just have a look around, ask, yeah. And that's a way you can find something maybe that wouldn't be advertised. Delicious. What's mine?
Mango ice cream, very good.
What's this one?
Opera cake.
Opera cake. Cheesecake. I want to try this one. Let's try the mango ice cream. Looks old.
It's nice.
Yeah. It's alright. Cheesecake. Ours is better. Right. What do you have now, Maybelle?
Sweet drink, cantaloupe with fresh milk.
Try it.
Cheers.
Good. We're in Phuket Town at the moment, in one of our favourite spots to have a bite to eat, and Phuket Town, you have got more choice really, for food, for nightlife, whatever, and you can go Thai style in Phuket Town. You can live on street food if you like, and yeah, there's just a lot more options available.
Yeah.
We're actually tempted to come and live here ourselves, aren't we? We'll talk more about that in the next part, which will be areas of Phuket.
This restaurant called Phuanda View Cafe.
Phuanda.
We've been here before.
Phuket Town.
Yes.
Has a beautiful view, and it's quite hard to find actually.
Yeah.
But we're gonna.
First time when we came, we get lost.
First time we got lost, yeah. But we'll show you the view, and we'll talk about. Carry on with the video, you know.
Yes.
The cheapest areas right up to the most expensive. Let's have a little look around this Phuanda. Gentleman. Good up. Check out the view here. Very nice. Okay guys, we're going to do the next part, which is, what's the next part? Let's check Maybelle. Cheapest areas. And we're going to do it while we're here in the restaurant having dinner. We're doing this videoing on the go, aren't we? While we're doing life at the same time.
Yeah.
It's time to feed the big baby coming here. Look at the lump, look at the bump, it's growing fast now. The last scan we had, they said
Maybe too small.
maybe too small, but since then the belly's growing fast. And this place is, where are we? Phuket Town, kind of on the east side of Phuket Town. Some food's arriving, sorry. Green curry chicken here for me.
Really green.
Very green. Show you. It's meant to be that green. I'm going to start with the cheapest area and work the way up to what we believe the most expensive area. So we got down as number one, cheapest is Talang. Talang, and obviously some very remote parts of this island. Look, it's a big island. Yeah, you'll obviously find some remote house that will be very cheap. But Talang at the moment when we're currently looking now, is coming up as the cheapest for a house. If you want a house,
Like proper house,
Yeah.
brand new.
you can get brand new 3-bed garden for like 15 to 20,000. That's a good house. I don't mean, you know, obviously you can find it, even you can find cheap. There's something for every budget here. That's a good thing about Phuket. Yeah, so Talang is the cheapest. Next on the list, which I'm really warming to, is Phuket Town. Phuket Town, you're right in this almost the centre of the island, central east. Looking, we could film showing that way, but it doesn't work when we're filming and we're sat in the picture, it blows out. The east side view is beautiful from this island. Phuket Town has lots to offer, loads of restaurants, and for me, it feels more like Thailand than the rest of Phuket.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in Thailand.
I think most of the locals stay in Phuket Town as well.
Yeah, most of the
You
locals
can get
do.
everything cheaper
Yeah,
compared to
yeah, living, you
like
can, yeah,
another area.
yeah, you can live cheaper as well. Other than Phuket Town, on a similar price range is Chalong, Katu and Cheung Talay. Similar prices, but Chalong is, for me, feel like I'm just living on a highway, on a motorway. It's just two big
Too busy.
roads. Yeah, it's not got that feel of Phuket for me, but you can definitely find a cheaper property. We could move there and get a house right now, but I'd have to sit in traffic to get to our shop, and that's something I don't want to do. Right, so try this very green curry. Very green.
Good.
I don't have green curry that often, but I just fancy something for a change. So,
The taste is nice.
Chalong, yeah, like I say, Katu is actually, I think that's another area I would go for, Katu, because the location, easy can get into Patong or Bang Tao. It's kind of central, a bit further north, and yeah, it's got a very countryside feel for me. Some of it, not all of it. Some of it's very countryside. Yeah, and it's nice. We'll get to the point. Well, we've been looking for a long time, so we've kind of been studying all these areas, and there's so many better options for us, but we can't go because we don't want to travel to the shop. We don't want to travel on a daily basis in traffic. That's one thing I wanted to get away from. Next would be Kamalar and Patong. Now, yeah, let me just mention, the east side of this island is going to be cheaper. East and central is going to be cheaper. And the west is the most expensive because that's where the tourist places are. So for tourist places, I think Patong and Kamalar, you can find better deals for renting. Probably because there's more properties. On par with them, probably Rawai in the south. Many expats moving to this area. Proper island feel. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish the areas on my own while Maybelle finishes food. If you've ever lived with a Thai lady, one thing you would know is don't interrupt their eating too much. They especially like this time. I'm a kind of get it down me and finish it kind of guy. Yeah, so Rawai, number 4 on the list of price range, living wise, very popular with expats, and more island feel. You know you're on a tropical island in Rawai. Yeah, it's nice. And then you've got our area. We're in Kata, Karon. Kata is in Karon. I've put with them also Bang Tao and Surin. Maybe not far off each other. Problem with Kata and Karon, I believe, is very seasonal. this is a tourist spot, very busy in high season, a lot of old properties, so they know they can still get the money in high season. So yeah, they're just not bothered. If you're looking long term, hard to find a good deal. Yeah, so it's up there with one of the more expensive areas, I believe. Obviously Patong, you know, is more well known, but there's more on offer, so you've got more deals to find. So Kata and Karon is near the top, or at the top, with, you know, for family rental prices, let's say. And then the very most expensive is going to be, obviously, hey look, Phuket, like I said, you know, with food, living, property, you've got very high end and very low end. You've got the full range, Thai style, fancy style, you name it, whatever you want is here. So yeah, and the same with the property. You've got a famous billionaire mile in Camelot, you know, full on unbelievable properties. Cape Panwa in the east, you could probably find very cheap, but got some of the most expensive. You're talking millions and millions of dollars. Lion Beach in the north and Bang Tao together becoming a more higher end market, more luxurious places are being built. So yeah, but you know, there's going to be something for everyone's budget. We're struggling in Kata and Karon to find a family home. That's not going to happen unless we had, you know, the budget was a lot higher, or we moved to Chalong, Phuket Town. That's kind of why I know a lot about this at the moment, because I've been researching and looking for a long time. Yeah, so that's like the areas. If you're coming here to retire, I wouldn't stay in one of the tourist places. No way. Patong for me is a no way. Kata and Karon, no way. If you're coming to retire here or just live here and you don't have to be somewhere every day, I would live in a more quiet area like the east side, maybe Cape Panwa or Phuket Town, far east. If you can go on the east side and be near the coast and still get into Phuket Town in 15 minutes. You know, there's better places to live on this island than the tourist places. Talang and Katu are very good. I would be living in one of these areas if we didn't have a business in Kata. But yeah, later on, step by step, one day we'll be living somewhere else. When I was here in 2018, I made a promise to myself. I was thinking, shall I share it in this video? But they say you're not meant to share your goals and yeah, I made a kind of promise to myself when I was driving around this island. I just decided, yes, I'm going to come and live here. And I set myself a goal in my head. Very simple one, but it's coming to fruition. I'll maybe share it later. Yeah, okay, so next we're going to talk about pitfalls and tips. I'll get Maybelle to help me with this one. Maybe a glass of Singer. Okay, it's time for pitfalls and tips. Tip number 1, drink Singer beer with ice in it. Lasts longer. Right. We're actually going through a bit of a pitfall ourselves, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, pitfall number 1, when you're looking on Facebook Marketplace, there's going to be lots of adverts. Some Thai people putting adverts and some Thai agents and foreign agents. And let's face it, you know, people have got to make money, but some foreign agents are really bumping up the price. I mean, maybe 10,000 more a month on top of the price. It is much better if you can deal direct with the owner. Hey, right now we can't talk to the owner, we're dealing through an agent, so when we've got a problem it's hard to get resolution.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a pitfall to watch out for. I would rather deal with Thai agents in Phuket than others, shall we say. Best not say, we're living in a soft world, it might upset somebody. Okay, 2. And this is one of the pitfalls we have done. We didn't read the contract. Read the contract very well. Ours says 0 about the landlord's obligation to maintain the property. Not one word in the contract, but you know, when you're in the middle of these things, you don't really. Well, we should have done. No, we're sold on the view, weren't we?
Yeah.
The view, man. Yeah, we should have read the contract. If it looks like it's been typed up by, if someone's just knocked it up on a computer, there's no obligation to the landlord, then maybe think again and look somewhere else. Another one that we haven't fell foul of, but a friend has, is a beautiful condo facing the ocean with a beautiful view, but at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way through the afternoon, we've got the sun blazing through the windows, and it's like,
Very hot.
very hot. Your balcony is virtually unusable, and your apartment is just too hot. So be aware of this, because we luckily had one on the side. The sun was rising in the morning. You got the sun in the morning and not in the evening. We could still see the sunset, but in the afternoon it was very nice and cool. The other ones facing the ocean were roasting hot. So little one to think about, especially if you're going to buy. Okay, last but not least, how to get yourself a deal here. If you can speak direct with the owner or through the agent, you can offer to pay longer, like I'll pay for 3 months or pay for 6 months, or even, what did we do on the shop? We paid for a year, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, the first time we got it.
For 6 months.
6 months, oh. Okay. Maybelle's got the best memory here, not me. Yeah, we paid 6 months in advance, and then you can negotiate the price. That seems to go down well. So yeah, that's another way of getting a deal. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's the areas and the cheapest place you're going to find a property in Phuket, and how to find. So yeah, we're going to chill for a little while, look at this beautiful view, the east side of Phuket, and then go home. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for your input, Maybelle. Much
You're welcome.
appreciated. Good night, God bless. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.